2016. We got met with each other, and then he met Jolly. So yeah, and they got married, and now having baby, which is baby girl. It's a baby girl, and her name will be Briella, right? Briella.
Yeah.
And so, tell us the story about you guys meeting each other and your love story together. So here, guys, is their story.
You know, I logged in and recorded, I got set up on AFA, and then that day I bought airline tickets, and then I think on Tuesday I was on a flight to the Philippines. So an event was happening and I didn't want to miss it or wait 6 months for another one to come, so I just jumped on a plane and there I was. So it was pretty exciting. They picked me up at the airport and...
Caught up in a wild that summer, rolling in thunder. Started as a wild...
So then I had an appointment to meet her, and yeah, it was really, the story is that one other time I had met somebody online. You know how it is when you're online dating, you don't really know what to expect, and this person was meeting me, and I remembered seeing this girl, and I thought, oh, you know, this is probably the girl, and I went over to her and she, oh, no, it's not her, you know, and then somebody else would have like, oh, it's not what I expected. So I saw this girl standing in the lobby, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I hope that's her. And I thought, oh, I shouldn't get my hopes up like that again, you know. But sure enough, I went over and it was her.
I can't sleep through the night. I got you on my mind. Sky's always on fire like the 4th of July. To be by your side, what I would do.
He's very caring and really loving, and he really accept me who I am too. And you even accept my family too, and you really love them too, the way I love them.
Summer called us closer. The night was a fortress. Nothing bad could come inside. All trouble left behind.
I really felt like I was going to find my wife in the Philippines. I really felt calling to do that. But I thought at the same time, I was single and I was going to enjoy it. I was going to travel and go to these other places. But then after meeting Jelly, and I flew back a couple months later and saw her again, and we got closer and closer, and then I just lost interest.
Hello everyone, Mabuhay World. This is Ronna Lou, and welcome to our Philippine webcast live tonight. I hope you're all doing well. For those who are new, please don't forget to send your instant message by clicking the green button on top of this video. As for the Philippine update, unfortunately, Philippines are still not open for tourists. Though don't lose hope. Still stay patient and stay positive that they will reopen soon, like at least earlier next year, right? And for tonight, guys, today we have some sad news to share with you. One of our recent client, Richard Faith, has passed away in Cebu City of complications with diabetes. Many of you who watch our show regular will know Richard since he's been on the show with me before. Others of you may have actually know him and spent time with him in Cebu City, where he has been living with his new wife. Richard was a disabled American veteran who was losing his eyesight. I was personally close to Richard since I worked with him and actually flew with him to Cebu City to attend our January 2020 group tour, one of our last tour we have been able to complete before the pandemic. He met his beautiful bride, Rodaline, and the first day he arrived in Cebu, and he had been there with her ever since. We were all terribly saddened to hear the news of his passing. The pandemic, of course, complicated things with Richard and Rodaline. with travel restrictions, lockdowns, and agency closing or reducing workloads. Things would normally take care of shortly after marriage weren't be able to be done. Richard's unexpected passing has created some real hardships for his wife, Rodeline, faced with hospital bills, funeral expenses, and other personal issues and limited access to financial resources without Richard. We had several of our employees here and there contribute to help Rodeline in various ways. Our company itself is donating $500 to help. For those who knew Richard and want to help, you can contact me directly by phone or email, or you can call our office. We would like to get the funds to Rodeline as soon as possible. And if you didn't know Richard and would like to help, or any little bit, of course, helps, just contact us. All of that said, we were able to quickly find a video clip with Richard on my show that we would like to replay now. Please watch.
Who are before the same with you, who are looking for a Filipino wife?
Patience is one thing. Just be yourself. Be open and honest. Like when Rodeline and I went for our first meeting, I was open and honest and everything. And she knew I was military, but she didn't know I did 2 combat tours in Iraq. And I explained to her where I was and stationed. You know, we talked, and then we went on a date for a meal there at the waterfront. With me, it was a little different because, like I said, with the challenges that I have with my site and stuff, I left it to the matchmakers.
And I know for sure that you are now in a happy place.
I didn't give up. I didn't give up. That's the thing. If you have a setback, don't ever give up. You know, things happen.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Just keep trying. Just don't give up.
Yes, that's great that's great to advise to everyone, guys. So you hear Richard, don't give up and stay patient. Thank you so much, Richard, and stay safe.
All right.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So for those who want to contact me for their donations, please call 623-570-8505. That's 623-570-8505, or you can contact our office at 602-553-8178. You can also email me via afacebu.ronna@gmail.com. Rest in peace, Richard. Our prayers are with you and your wife, Rodeline. We will be missed by many. You will be missed by many, of course. Remember, if you would like to help his wife, Rodeline, you can contact me directly or call our office and ask about helping for Richard Faith. Now, guys, let's move on. We have a lot of questions. Thank you so much. And here is for our first question or message. Here is from Ashley Spitzer. What is the right way asking a Chinese out on ChinaBrides.com? What do I say, and who's the right one that is right for me? I never dated a beautiful Chinese women before. I don't want to mess up. I actually thank you so much for your message. Yes, there is actually no right idea for dating, but for the first time, of course, it would be best to show her your sincerity to her, that you are really serious about dating him and was looking forward for a long-term relationship. And for that, it's best to show your interest, like sending letters. What would she be like? For a woman, of course, not just letters, but it would be wonderful to meet them in person rather than just keep sending letters. For some questions, it would be like, what's her interest? What would be her likes? You can also share your inputs or share your ideas when you're with her. Share your future plans with her if you meet them in person. That would be wonderful to know, of course, for a woman. And for Chinese, they are so lovely and beautiful ladies. They want, of course, to be loved. They want to be cared and to be, they want to felt like they were taken care of, that they are being loved. So just show what you feel inside. Be positive, be sincere, be brave, and of course, be honest to what you feel, to your feelings, and of course, that's. Here is from Eric L. Okay, from Eric L. In normal pre-pandemic times, it takes no less than 6 weeks to get a U.S. passport. That is a very long time to wait for something that you pay over $120 to process. This was a huge problem then. Now, according to U.S. State Department, the current routine wait is no less than 18 weeks. This is not acceptable. I urge people to contact their U.S. representatives to reform already broken process. I applied and got mine in 6 weeks back in 2016. Wow, that's good. 6 weeks. I did all the legwork, photos, birth certificates, documentations. All they have to do is run a computer check and overnight pay passport book. Should take 2 weeks. Passport renewals can be even worse. Yes, I feel you, Eric. It's same goes to the Philippines too. It's way longer. But good thing for you, Eric, that you process your renewal of passports before, of course, to get it ready and get it done before the Philippines are reopened. And as soon as they reopen, you can just right away buy a ticket and fly and meet your ladies, of course. That's a very good plan for those who are planning to have fly and meet your ladies in the Philippines as soon as they're reopened. So don't forget to get yourself ready first, especially your documentations. At least 6 months validation. Your passport should valid at least 6 months before traveling. Here is from Darwin. What type of question are Filipinas shy about answering when asked by foreigners? That type would be like your first is your finances. Yeah, they are very, very, very shy. It's like beyond. It's like you need to take time for them to take time to at least. Of course, it would be at least like a bad or awkward question, finances, at the same time, ex-wives or ex-relationships, previous relationships. And the other, the last one would be your like house or something. It's still the same. It's like in finances. So, of course, the intimate, the sex word. Yeah, so they are really shy about those things. So you might open it up at least in the second or third, at least second dates or third dates. Yeah, to make them comfortable with those issues or with those topics. Here is from Angelo. Are Filipinas open to a man who has grandchild already but wants more kids of his own? Yes, Angeli, there are still women who are open with grandchild. They're actually not asking for grandchild. Just for a child would be enough, and it would be nice to let to open up your to share it to open yourself your what would you like that, or what's your family, how many family do you have, like that. So it's nice, Angelo. It's also one of the reason one of the good thing or good topic that you will know a person well. What's his opinion about your life now and past and life, and what would be your future plans. It's also wonderful to observe the lady, what would be her reactions, her opinions, or her point of view about you having a grandchild and having more kids. So it does not matter actually. It's as long as she sees you as who you are, she sees you as a good person, you will be one of the good catch for the ladies in the Philippines, because all they really wanted is your sincerity, honesty, and of course the love that you can give for better or loyalty of loyal relationship, I mean. Here is from Eric Lee. So guys, please start the passport process. Once you get it, it will be good for 10 years. Even if you do not plan travel this year, get it and have it so you are ready to travel on a whim. That's Eric Lee giving you advice about the documentation, especially their passport. So let's get it done, everything, so that as soon as they will reopen, then you're ready to go as soon as you can. Here is from David G. Hi, how are you doing good this morning? Well, I'm doing great, David. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching our Philippine webcast. I hope you are all doing well too. Thank you for watching, of course. Here's from Eric Lee. And while you're at it, check and renew your state driver's license to ensure that it is air travel compliant. Compliant. It will become required soon for any U.S. air travel. So, I didn't know that. So yes, as for Eric, not just your passport, but all documentations, and don't forget to bring your birth certificate. For at least, for example, you have plans on getting engaged, or you didn't know that you'll never know what will happen once you get in the Philippines. You'll never know that maybe you will find your future wife right there and decided to get married in there right away, like that. So you'll never know. It's good to be ready for any future plans, of course. Here's from Jake. If I ask a Filipina about her relationship history, when we begin dating, would this be a red flag for her? While I don't expect to meet a virgin in the Philippines, I would like to know, who am I dating? Is that frowned upon? No, Jake, it is your right as you're dating, as to get to know each ladies. It would be nice. I mean, it's nice to approach the lady, or to ask the lady about her previous relationship. Just take it slow, or just put it in a right manner, or ask in a right manner. So, for example, you're dating her, and what's your plan together? And it would be best for you to share your own experience first, and then just throw the question to her for the second time, I have my ex, like that, for her to at least confident or not feeling shy about her previous relationship or her previous experience with in dating, because she already know your experience. So that's nice. At least give and take, guys, and as long as the environment is correct, the manner or the mood is correct for those conversations. So just take time for them to be confident, or to less awkward in those topics. And here is from, where am I? Okay, here is from Frederick. Can Filipinas get travel visas anywhere outside the Philippines? I would like to meet a woman I am talking to now. Are there even allowed in and out of the country? I've heard that with one of our clients who's actually processing those informations. Unfortunately, as of the meantime, the Philippine government does not allow Filipinos to travel outside the country yet because they are very strict on providing those travelers and to get another surge of COVID. For the meantime, that's what I heard about their processing. So for now, it's not good for for Filipino citizens to travel outside the country. But usually, they have, of course, they can travel like in Thailand, in Hong Kong, like that. Some other free countries that does not need visa. They just have to provide documentation such as, like, for example, if you haven't met yet in the Philippines or as a fiancé, it would be really a little bit hard because it's just a protection for the Philippine women who travels outside the country and meeting foreign men. Here is from Dennis. When is the new tour schedule going up? A few weeks ago, they said on a Monday night video, a few weeks, not seeing it yet. Yep, probably it will be shown next week or so. We're not sure yet because as of the meantime, Philippines are still not open for tourists. But usually in the Philippines, we do our city tours or group tours on January, March, October, and August. We were probably going to add more if we see that or if the company sees that we have a lot of clients under reservation for our group tour. So, but keep in touch. We will going to update as soon as we can, or as soon as we have our informations from our local offices. Here is from Chris. Chris C says, good evening, guys. I'm amazed. My passport showed up yesterday, 4 weeks for expedite. Surprised to see that since I have heard it takes longer, Costa Rica is on for me in September. Wow, good for you, Chris. Yes, Costa Rica is now open for tourists. And Peru, actually, our most of our Latin tours are open now. Ukraine, yep. So I'm glad that you are getting ready and you all take good care of your documentations before your travels. So don't forget about that. Here is from Eric Lee. Mark is aiming for a AFA tour in 2020. He will be the first to tell you, have that passport in your back pocket as soon as possible. Yes, Eric. So everyone, I know you are ready. I know you are excited to go and travel and meet those wonderful ladies we have. Just make sure that all your documentations are ready and keep our company posted of your future plan, especially for those who plan on doing our individual club tours or individual introductions. So stay in touch and don't forget to contact our office. Here is from Buffalo Dan. Very sad news. Diabetes is not a joke. Yes, Buffalo. For Richard Faith, of course, he's been in the company for long now. I've been with him. We went karaoke with him with Ernest, and unfortunately, we've been keeping in touch with his wife. It's hard, of course, due to this pandemic and everything goes not very well. So please, guys, if you have time or if you wanted to help, just let us know. Thank you so much in advance for your help, of course. Here is from Anderson. So sorry to hear about Richard. Yep. We are really sorry to 2 days ago, that we heard at early in the morning that he passed away, and it's hard, guys. It's hard, guys. So, with the help for Rodeline, please let's pray for the better future or for good ones. So, thank you so much for your condolences. I will send your condolences to Rodeline itself. Here is from Bobcat. Are there many feminists in the Philippines who would like to make all the decisions in marriage? Not much, actually, Bob. Most of the women in the Philippines are submissive, but not to the point that very submissive. So, because we believe in our culture that man is the pillar or the trunk of the tree of the family. So what we are is like leaves, or what we are is that, so we support each other. We wanted to share our opinions, and it would be respectful to you guys to respect also their decision. As long as opinions are being solved or talk about it or understanding each other's. So that's why you are like at least one step ahead of the wife, because one step or two step at least of being ahead of the family. And we would like to also, the Filipino women's are usually takes good care of the relationship within the family, the connection, the closures of family and their children, in charge of the house when the husband leaves. So it would be a great, Bob, to respect each other, and due to our Philippine culture, of course, we are really, like most of the women are really passionate and very family-oriented women who would love to take good care of their husband and their children on their by themselves, or like hands-on mom, hands-on husband. So that's it. So it's nice. Just Bob, let's meet the ladies that you are interested in, and let's see how it goes. Let's check who is the person you really like and who is the person who is willing to be the right person for you. Here is from Frank. Are Filipinas known to hide things in a relationship? Not much, actually. It depends. It depends if that topic is too shy to divulge, or it depends if it would like hinders or makes you get you a bad impression on it. But usually they are more when it comes to relationship, they are more focused on the present and the future than resolving or getting dragged by the past. So Frank, if you want to your woman to be honest to you, then show her that you can be trusted. Show her that that she will be taken care of. That she will be that you will be a trustworthy person for her, and of course give your support. It depends on, of course, it depends on the situation, but it rather to know those good things and red flags before the relationship getting deeper. So rather than taking too much risk, it would be wonderful to blend and then to take the relationship serious as much as possible. Yeah, of course. Here is from from Vincent. Okay. Do you know any Americans who have successfully relocated to the Philippines as a retiree? I'm thinking about becoming an expat, but have no clue what that would be like. Yes, we have a lot of expat in the Philippines. Most of them are from expats who has been a client from our agency or from AFA. They still keep in touch. Some of them actually visited our Cebu social events and Davao events. Yeah, they are really happy. They're enjoying their pensions in the Philippines, and they had a great family in there. So you can yes, you can do Vincent, as long as the Philippines can. I mean, as long as you can visit our Philippine office, you can actually try to ask for some expats, and it depends if they are willing to. So we need to ask their permission first, of course, to divulge any. But yes, I believe there's a lot of expats that we have in the Philippines. They are doing great, happy, and spending a lot of times with the family. And some has their farm, their businesses. Some has other travels in the city. So yep, you will have a great, wonderful experience, Vincent. And here is from Mark Smooth. Ronna, is it true that a Filipina won't talk about her past relationship? Most of them, as they won't talk unless you ask. Of course, it's just too awkward to divulge it, since she is going to have a relationship with you. But if you ask, she might talk a little bit of the previous relationship, because as what I said, most of the women in the Philippines are more focused on the present relationship, to make it stabilize, to make it stronger, and then step by step views your relationship in the future. They don't want to get hindered by the past relationship, and they get more stronger from their previous relationship. Yeah. Here is from, where am I now? Sorry guys, here is like okay. Here is from Nico. Hi Nico, how are you? He said, what if a Filipina's parents don't like me? Would the Filipinas be a loose case? Sorry, excuse me. I dated a Filipino-American girl once, and her parents did not like me dating her as a white man. Is that common? In the Philippines, it's not common. In the Philippines, of course. It's not the Filipino, most of the Filipino women now are very, independent when it comes to relationship. But when it goes serious, of course, the Filipino women would love to meet you with their families. It's just depend on, that's why guys, in the Filipinos, it's not just like, it's a package deal when it comes to marrying or getting serious with the Filipino women. That's why we have this courtship, not just for the women, but also for the parents. Courtship for the parents, to make sure and to show them that you are going to take good care of their daughter, that their daughter is in good hand. Just show your sincerity and show that she will be taken care of. That's why before the relationship gets any stronger or any serious, you have to meet the family. It'll show respect for the parents. But in terms of not like only few of the Filipinos hinders those having relationship with foreign guys. The women families also respected their daughters' their daughter's choice on life and choice of their lovers, but just let them just make them sure or give them assurance that she will be in good hands. So that's how you show your sincerity to the parents. And if this doesn't like you, if the woman really loves you, they will fight for it. Because women in the Philippines are romantic. They are strong willed women who wants to fight for what they like, who wants to fight for who they love. Here is from Carl. What is the most common dates in the Filipino couples to go on traditionally? Dates, going on a dates, walking in the park, beach, just holding hands and having lunch together, watching movies after, dinner, then after dinner is watching movies, watching sunsets, window shopping. Yeah, window shopping, we call it window shopping. And most of it are like the very special one is like spending your days with her family, like getting to know each other, like cooking while you're in her house, like that. So holding hands, of course, while dating, it's wonderful. Spending, it's also traditional to, like, us women shows the guy or our relationship to, like, what would be my day life be like, if she's going to work, she's traveling or riding a bicycle or tricycle or a jeep, like that. So most of the dates that the women likes traditionally is letting you experience what she has been experienced, yeah, or showing her daily lives with you. Here is from Dan. I'm looking into spending time in Cebu once this pandemic allows me to do so. How would I get in touch with the office there to meet the women while I'm there? So then all you have to do is contact our main office here, call the 602-553-8178. And if you wanted to decide not the group tour, but only in individual club tour or group tour, you can contact us, our main office, and let us know your future plan. Then we will as soon as you are signed up for those or individual tours or signed up, we will let you know those informations from our local offices. So don't forget to contact our main office. We will help you with that. Here is from Keith. Hi Keith, salamat po for the information. Knowing their language is a big help po. You're welcome. So Keith is sharing his knowledge of speaking or writing Filipino culture or Filipino language. It's a good thing, Keith. Most of you guys, if you really love Filipinos, if you are really looking for a relationship with a Filipina, so it would be wonderful, and it's an adventure and a challenge to know the language of the future wife you might have, of course. So that's great thing, Keith. You are doing a great job. Keep it up and stay strong. Here is from Thomas. I heard Filipino women overcook their meats. Am I going to freak them out if I order my steak rare on a date? Yes, Thomas, same as me. I remember my husband keep on telling me not to overcook the chicken. Yes, we overcook a lot of the meat. So we make sure that it's not reddish, and bloody. We call it bloody meat or Bloody Mary. Yeah, so we're just scared. We just wanted to make sure that there's no salmonella or there's no germs in the food. So we'd rather overcook it than uncook it. So she's not going to freak out. It's not, most of the women does not freak out, but some women would freak out if we saw that. So it would be best, Thomas, to let her know in advance that this meat will probably gonna like that, what it looks like, or it's normal for that red steak to have rice. But I actually like rare medium, medium rare steak. So yeah, that's why Rob was amazed because I like it, which is there's still bloody in there, but she'll get used to it over time. So don't worry about that. Just let her know in advance, of course. It would, from Howard. Howard says, what was the first date your husband took you on, Ronna? The first date that we had is at the bar with him. I'm eating French fries and burger, and then he's ordering beer, of course. Beer only. He let me eat, but he doesn't eat at all. Yeah. So that's it. It's not not that like, because we were in like the social event. So after that night, there's a lot of he didn't show. I actually miss my date time. So I asked my handler or the lady from our local offices to help me contact him because I missed the time. I fell asleep because I was working dawn time in call center agent. So I'm really sorry for it, but it was quite an adventure. It's nice. But I didn't end up the day without meeting him. Yeah, so it's a matter of courage and braveness because I really want to get to know him, and I don't want him to misinterpret that I missed the time. The time I am 3 hours behind. I mean, I missed our date for 3 hours. So yeah, sorry about that. But I explained to my husband what happened, that he understands, and it's wonderful. It's a nice experience, and it's great. Because guys, as long as you are really interested, as long as of course to the women, they really put an effort to be on our social event, to spend time with you. So even if they have works, they still takes time to meet you in person and to date with you guys. So just respect and understand each other with your experience. It's wonderful. So you guys, I hope you all experience, not that they're late, but experience the dating with the wonderful women in the Philippines. Here's from Nigel. Are the beaches close to the office in Cebu or Davao? In Davao, it's only like 30 minutes drive jeepney, so it would be lesser if you took taxi or private yeah. So, but in Cebu, it would take at least more than an hour or two to get in at least a nice beach. Yeah. So, yeah. Here is from Willie. What's up, sister? I have my passport and I'm ready to travel. Yay! Good for you, Willie. I'm doing great, thank you. And how are you too? So for those who are new or just logged to our webcast, don't forget, if you want to please replay our video, and we would like to ask any help as possible, as much as you can, or any help from you guys for our Richard Fate who just passed away. Here is from Mark Smoose. Ronna, would I need to bring a birth certificate along with my passport since I legally changed my last name? Yes, it would be safe, Mark, to bring your valid documentation, such as your birth certificate and also your IDs or driver's license. Yeah. And don't forget, guys, to call your bank. Inform them as soon as you can if you are going to travel to the Philippines. So at least you can use your card in there. Here is from Peter. I hear Filipinas are shy about showing affection to men. So how would I know they are even interested in me physically if they say I'm I shouldn't try to kiss them or hug them. Yeah. Yes, they are quite shy of course, for first meet up. And it's just a matter of how you show your affection to, how you show your sincerity and your, sincerity of how you feel, and make her comfortable. So it depends on the topic. It would be nice, Peter, to on the first date to show that you are sincere, to show you are approachable, that you are a nice person and a good one. And first hug would be nice, or acceptable on the first dates. So all you have to do is make her comfortable, show her from time to time while dating in a day, give her more attention and observe her and give her the respect that she needs, or the respect that she is what do you call that she deserves, of course. So the second date, you can pick a kiss on the cheek, as long as you ask permission. Don't forget about that. Make him comfortable. It depends on the topic, or like if it depends on the mood or on the area. Like for example, you're dating on a mall. Don't kiss her on the mall. Oh my God, she is really shy and she'll lose like her soul if you kiss her in public. So that a great first date would be wonderful if there's a lot of the crowd is there to make to feel that she is secure. And then the second or third date, it would be nice like for adventure type or a park. Dates in the second dates would be in a park or like lesser crowd, to make sure that her attention is with you, and same goes to you too. That would be a nice environment and a nice ambience for a kiss, of course. Yeah, so it depends on your effort. So it's a matter of how you show your feelings to her. Yeah. So second or third date for the kiss. So don't forget, guys, to respect her, and be a gentleman, of course. Here is from Large Confessor. Hi, how are you? He said, when is the Philippines gonna open up for international travel? Unfortunately, Large Confessor, Philippines are still not open for tourists, though the government is looking for probably on December or early next year. We're still waiting for that. We're hoping that all the Filipinos receive their vaccination so that they will be open sooner. Here's from Brian. Can't wait for the Philippines to open up in the year 2000. Oh my goodness. Lord, please don't let Brian do that. So yeah, Brian, I hope it's not true. Of course, you are just kidding around, I know. But we'll just pray and hope for the better future, and hope that it will be reopened soon. Of course, help us, God, of course. Here is from Alan. Do you think most Filipinas have a negative or positive views of foreigners? I'd imagine many men go over there and ruin their perception of what other foreigners may be like. Yes, Alan, there's a lot of women, especially online datings, like a lot of women who just go to the Philippines and have a short happiness, and then leave the women alone, or leave without assurance, or just false hope like that. That is why most of the women are scared to meet the women the foreigners without chaperones. And the great thing about women in our site is that the ladies feel secured, because we have our staff in our local offices to make sure that they have someone to rely on, they have someone to feel them safe, and they can contact if anything happens bad. But it's fortunate that we haven't heard any big, complaints or good thing that the guys are being a great one. And then it's also great that the women in our agency feels assured that all the guys that they're meeting are seriously looking for a long-term relationship or possible marriage. So it's a matter of your how you will show your sincerity and your seriousness about meeting or having a future relationship with a possible marriage, of course. Where am I now? Sorry. Okay. Here is from Mark Smoos. I'm a little nervous about the trip to Cebu since I have never taken a trip like that. I know, Mark, there's a lot of guys who are nervous for the first time, but I surely can say that you are gonna enjoy and had fun. The worst thing you can experience once you do our tours is to go home, had fun, and probably want to go more on the next one. But hopefully, on your first travel, you will meet your future wife and get engaged in there. Yeah, so I'll hope for that. Here is from Jeff. I was in the Philippines once as a sailor in the 80s. I wonder how much has changed since then. Would love to get back out to Manila or Cebu sometimes. Yes, Jeff, a lot has changed. Filipinos are still, of course, welcome everybody to stay there, and they're very approachable and smiley person. So I hope you enjoy and plan to travel in the future with us. You will have a wonderful day. Great time, of course. Here is from JH. Hi, Ronna. I started back writing letters again. Tagum seems to have a lot of beautiful ladies. Yep. Tagum is like 1 hour or 1.5 hours away from Davao City. I actually lived there for quite some time. Yes, there have wonderful ladies in there, beautiful, and more it's one of the province in the Davao, so they are more also more shy type than others women in Cebu in the Cebu main city. Yeah. So don't forget to don't go crazy on the letters. Just save your money for your future tour, because as soon as Philippines will reopen, you'll have a great day. You'll have a wonderful experience with us. Here's from Steve Calmus. When will travel to the Philippines be allowed again? I'm getting impatient waiting. Steve in Houston, Texas. Unfortunately, Steve, Philippines are still not open. They probably reopen maybe on December, but hopefully sooner than that or early on January or early next year. So just keep in touch. Don't lose hope. Stay patient. Just do your own daily lives for now. And I know for sure that there will be time. The time will come when it's right time. You'll meet those wonderful ladies. So stay in touch. Here's from Mark Smooth. Sometimes my shyness gets the better of me. I know, yes, it's shy, especially with dealing with those wonderful ladies in one room. Like imagine 100 ladies in one room. So you have your buddy with you. We have our the staff. Philippine staff officers to help you out during the tour, give you advices and recommendations. Be brave and go for your future wife. Just pursue your dreams to meet them and to get to know them better. Here's from Stephen. I'm nervous about a long flight. I'm in North Carolina. Long flight to Cebu. I only been on a plane once for an hour. Yes, it's quite a challenging flight, Stephen. Especially it took like 1 day for the travel, depending on the layovers or depending on the stop you have on your flight. It would be great to do a one-stop or non-stop flight. Just sleep and and drink like the no quill, the sleeping pills for you to help out. So don't worry. It would be best for you guys to do ahead, 1 day ahead or 2 days ahead, flight before the tour, so that when the tour started, like especially on Thursday, usually the tour started on Thursday, you have time to relax and release your jet lag. So don't forget keep that in mind. And if you arrive earlier than the schedule, or than earlier 2 days ahead of our tour starts, then just let us know, so that we can settle and arrange your hotel arrangements. Here is from MLA. Is a Pinay a scammer on Facebook if she has 5 accounts in her name? Is this normal? She used her one, but why they leave past accounts? I'm American. I only use one Facebook account for 15 years. Yeah, you better. Probably she is, depending on her issue or her personal. But usually, if the Filipinos, I have only one Facebook account, so it would be really a red flag or something fishy when she's using 5 different accounts. That's a lot. So be careful. Be careful. I'm a Filipina. I know my Filipinos well, but there are some Filipinos also do it as a business or just a form of money. So be careful with that. Just make sure that you're not being scammed. And if you're just getting serious with a Filipina, you better make sure that you're not sending money until you met him or person at least. Yeah, so that's why we have it on our site that we keep on telling the guys, especially when they processed Imbra, not to send money first to the Filipino women if they're not if you haven't met them in person, because money sometimes make bad impressions to both relationship. It's not good. It's not good to talk about money or to talk about to send money in between relationships. Yeah, especially if it's not strong enough to hold each other's trust. Here's from Mark Smooth. Ronna, one of the Filipinas I have been talking to asked me if I would try Filipino food or would we stick to American restaurants. Yes, she is preparing herself, the worst case scenario, not to eat Filipino food. Yeah, Mark. So you better be honest if she wants to, but it would be best, because in a relationship, especially in two relationship with different culture, she's willing to adjust on your lifestyle, on American style of living. But of course, at least show that you care, show that you are also interested in her culture, show that you are willing to try, at least try. If you don't want her to, like, just let her know. If you don't want to eat food, then she respect from Filipino food, then she will respect that. But at least give her freedom to eat Filipino food or yours as well. Yeah. So it's a good topic actually for those who are trying to get to know each other and just preparing themselves from your future relationship with her. Please. Worst case comes, at least we are ready emotionally or mentally for that. Here's from JH. I enjoyed the flight going to Asia. It's the sad return flights that I thought. Yes, it's of course once you get there, most of you are excited. Some of you are hesitant or scared of a long flight. But let's stay positive. Enjoy your vacation. Look forward for those wonderful ladies you will going to meet. And it's so sad because you already have like the highest point of your happiness when you're in the Philippines, traveling and experience and meeting a lot of women, beautiful women. But when you leave, oh my God, I wish I could go back now, go back to the Philippines again. Yeah, we have a lot of those clients who experience those things. Here is from Chris C. Yes, any foreign travel, let your bank know. Running out of money would suck. That's true. Yeah, so make sure to contact your bank. Let them know you can actually withdraw your debit account, use your credit card account, as long as you let the bank know, so they won't close or they won't put a hold on your card. Make sure about that. Here's from Mark Smoos. My bank told me that they can track my debit card to check for fraud charges. Yeah, but sometimes, Mark, some of the banks or some of the ATM accounts or ATM machines has some limits or some different restrictions. So it would be best to call your bank to make sure, just to make sure. Here's from Brian. Hey, Ronna, what is the ladies' favorite food to cook to those who like to cook? I know rice is involved, and when we will go, when will be a good time to meet her parents? Yes, rice is a must, of course. Pancit, we call it noodles. We love noodles. We love vegetables and meats, like especially chicken and fish. So just take time to adjust on the taste. My husband said, and most of the Americans said, it looks weird, but at least you try and give her support. And regarding the meeting the person, it would be nice if you are really serious if you are really into that woman, then at least on the fifth day of dates, and it depends or more. It depends on how the progress of your relationship goes. And it also be best to make sure that don't give the parents or the women false hope, because when it comes to meeting the women, when women's parents, it goes serious. So if you're not that serious yet to the women, you'd rather not meet the parents yet, because it would be heartbreaker for those women, because most of them assumes that you are serious to them because you already met their parents, and it would be disrespectful for you guys to meet the parents and then just break off the relationship, or not even a serious one. So be mindful about that. Here is from, where am I now? Sorry. Here is from MLA. I video chat my Pinay and meet her parents and family, but she denies her other accounts. I'm confused because she claims she's 40 years old virgin from the province and she never asked for money. It's okay, ML. It would be nice, at least we'll never know if she's telling the truth or not. So just keep it slow. Just take time to get to know her in person. And once you finally meet her in person, then that's the time you can assure if she's really telling the truth or not. Because for now, there's a lot of risk when it comes to long-term relationships. So just keep your heart, at least stay some distance a little bit for your feelings, to not to get hurt too much or not to fall too high from those feelings. Here is our from Keith, wondering if they have young guys in their 20s join the tour. Yes, we have some guys too who are on their late 20s The youngest is 25, I think. Yep, that's joined our tours. Here is from Stephen. What's the difference in the Filipino cooked steak and a American cooked steak? There is no actually Filipino cooked steak, Stephen, because steak in the Philippines or beef is super expensive in the Philippines. It's rare that we use normal people, normal average women or family, rare to eat steak. So when it comes to steak, at least it's still cooked or grilled like that, or still without bloody something. Yeah. So as long as there's no blood in it, then the women Filipinos are accepted those informations and no complaint from the restaurant. Here is from Marxmus. This is the last message from Marxmus. Ronna, is it true that Filipina eat rice 3 times a day? Of course, yes. 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, so when she comes to the Philippines, it sometimes become 1 or 2. So, rice is a must when it comes to meal. We eat a lot of rice because there's a lot. When you go to the Philippines, you experience there's a lot of restaurant who offers only rice. So don't. Please adjust yourself and let everyone know. That it's a meal. Yeah, so it won't be called meal if there's no rice. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a great time. Thank you so much for your time watching our Philippine webcast live tonight. For those who have more questions, please contact our Philippine hotline at 623-570-8505 or call our main office at 602-553-8178. You can also email me at afacebu.ronna@gmail.com. Don't forget, guys, if you want to send your share your help to our friend Richard Faith, please don't hesitate to call our office or call me directly for your help. And thank you so much for watching. I really have a great day tonight, and we are really saddened to know about Richard Faith's passing. So let's pray for her wife and his family here in United States, and let's hope for the best that also Philippines will be reopened soon. And we will see you again on August 25th for the next show. Thank you so much and have a great, wonderful evening, guys. Thank you for watching and see you again next time. Keep safe. Take care.
Hey there guys, it's me, Delilah, again, and you should be really excited about our video today because I'm going to take you to one of the nicest areas in Cebu, IT Park. Cebu's IT Park is like a little slice of Singapore nestled right at the center of Cebu. It has everything you need from upscale bars, coffee shops, tea shops, and even karaoke. Everything to please a discerning palate can be found right here. If you're looking for a place to have a late stroll with a lovely lady here in Cebu, this is the place. And best of all, it's right next to the waterfront where you will be staying here during the socials. Let's go and check it out.